So OpenAI just released Canvas, and if you don't know, Canvas is like the Claude AI's artifact, which is basically like the split screen which I have here, where you can write code and it will show the preview. And OpenAI just released a new similar product feature where you can write documents, you can write code, and all that is on the same screen. In this video, I want to go over why I think this is such a big deal on saving time, especially if you're trying to build products and SaaS products. I've been testing it for the past few hours and I think this is a pretty big deal. So I'm going to get right into it and show you guys exactly what they released and how you can use this, not only build products faster, but also save time when you're writing documents or writing marketing strategies. I'm just gonna go over the main use cases for coding, since I know a lot of you guys are building products. The main point is the UI where you can chat with ChatGPT on the right hand side. It's currently using the 4.0 model. It's quite good. On the right hand side, you can see the actual document. And the killer feature is that you can interact with it. Bold, italics, you can even ask. So you can highlight parts of the chat and then tell ChatGPT to explain it or whatnot. And then the other thing is you have this little icon here, which allows you to add emojis. This one I really like, which is to change the reading level. So instead of having it at third grade reading level, you can make it more advanced or more simple. And then what it will do is once you select it, it will actually rewrite it inside the ChatGPT website. So that's pretty good. And then there's other stuff like making it more simple. So let's say you want a shorter document for posting to social media. It also allows you to make it shorter or longer based on whatever you need it for. Yeah, that's just a quick synopsis. And let me just go over the blog post and show you guys what's important. So again, it goes over all of the features within the actual canvas. So there's stuff like editing, length, reading level, like I mentioned. And then for coding, so I think this one is even bigger deal because I do a lot of planning, especially with writing API documents or writing how to design a database. And a lot of that has been done in Google Docs, right? And it's very manual and it's not collaborative because I need to copy and paste the doc writing into ChatGPT. But right now with this new release of Canvas, what you can do is you can have the entire process inside ChatGPT, which means it's like a streamlined process of you generating your code, generating your APIs, and then also editing it inside ChatGPT. So I'm going to show an example of that in a few minutes. But yeah, I think just having the entire process within ChatGPT is going to be huge. You can see that there's different stuff like reviewing the code, adding logs, adding comments, fixing bugs, and changing the language. You have code in Python, change it to JavaScript. Do a live demo. Let's say you have an idea or you don't have an idea. This is Exploding Insights. What you can do is you can find ideas that are already validated, and let's say the goal for this weekend is finding an idea and then launching it by next week. So the first thing you want to do is just finding an idea, and let's say this one's pretty cool. Create your unique music or song for free with Remusic. So you see lifetime revenue, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna paste this idea and I'm gonna tell it to write the code plus the database model plus API with Django. So here you would just use whatever language you are most familiar with, but you can see that it will write the code. Let's say now that you have the code, you want to make reviews to it, right? Here it's written all of the database models. So this is actually the database design of this idea. And then here is the API code. So stuff you can call and is the core business logic. So here, let's say you highlight this and say that you highlight it, and what you can do is you can ask ChatGPT, why did you create a separate column for result song? Should I have a column for duration of the song? Basically, the idea is generating unique music or songs with this product. So it created this database table where it has all these columns. So let's say you're not clear on why it did what it did. So here you can see that it explains why it did it, right? So that's the first thing, which is it helps you really understand what it's doing and that you can make more changes to it. Let's say you go down to the API section. What you can do is you can highlight this and just say we want a API for downloading the song, right? Right now it's probably not the best code editor. Claude Sonnet is still better, but having the entire plan inside ChatGPT is big because you don't have to switch between apps. So now you can see that it created this API to actually download the song. Before, it didn't have this, and now after you chatted with it, it added this view. Yeah, that's just like a super basic way of using ChatGPT to plan out your API and database designs, which I think is probably the part that ChatGPT can help with the most, because there's like a lot of back and forth with finding the requirements and then making sure that your new project plans meet those requirements. And then the other thing that I found to be really useful is if you can paste in your existing code. So let's go over how you can use this for marketing purposes as well. So let's say I want to create a marketing document for new music. You can put in a request to create a marketing document for your new project. So what it will do is it will write the document inside the same page. And then let's say you highlight this and just say, I want you to add more to this because I am going to focus on influencer collabs. So let's say there's like a part of the document that you want it to expand on or you want it to change on. It will change that part of the document inside the canvas. So that's pretty cool. And then the document is long and it's not like that clear. It just gives a lot of examples and it's not really that clear. So what you can do is you can adjust the length and just, let's say you want a shorter document, right? So just you just want it to highlight the examples that will give you the highest ROI. So you can see that it made it a lot more simple and with less jargon. So this just is a more clear way to write the marketing plan. And then the other thing, which I think will be pretty big, is let's say you're writing your journal or diary of like your day and you want to just edit it within ChatGPT. I think this will be key because it can help you brainstorm of what you can do from day to day. So let's say every day you write like a diary of how you can improve tomorrow in terms of like copywriting or skills or whatever. I think if you just write the document or journal within ChatGPT, like the entire process will be a lot faster because you can just collab with the AI in the same web view. You can say, I want a longer summary, discusses the actual ROI. Having the same page that allows you to edit it plus brainstorm, I think that will be pretty big, and you can see that it added more context. So yeah, this was just a quick overview of how you can use this new feature to not only write code, but also write marketing ideas and plans. Hopefully you found this useful. See you later.